Time to end this. Gun, 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 I cannot miss. Jam, jam, yum, yum, in this old town.
Hey guys, welcome to today's video, and today we're going to carry on with what if Bardock was king. So where we last left off, Kakarot and the others were summoned by Kami after defeating the evil King Piccolo. Now, as originally, King Piccolo spat out an egg with his entire essence in it, creating Piccolo Jr. But this time, not only will Kakarot train, but Raddatz, Olive, Genie, Yamcha, Tien, and Krillin. Now, Piccolo Jr., he knew that there were more people in the fight. The fight against his father, he could sense everything. He knows what happened, and he knows that, well, basically he needs to be far stronger than what Piccolo Jr. was originally at the World Tournament. So his training is massively intensified. So the Piccolo Jr. that we will meet later on, he will be far more powerful than the one that we knew originally. So now back to the Z Fighters. With more of them training, well, let's put it this way, they're all stronger than what Goku was originally at this point. But this also means that they need to work together, they need to train together to get stronger. In a way, this will make them stronger, but also, after a while, it will hold back the Saiyans' progress. So, after a couple of years has passed, time frame to lead up to the World Tournament, power levels have immensely increased. All of them are over 1,000. That's right, even the humans' power level has shot up over 1,000. As we saw in the build up to the Saiyan arc, the humans went from power levels of in the low hundreds, 200s, to over 1,000. So in this time frame, this jump in power, it's no surprise. The Saiyans, so Kakarot and Raddatz, their power level will both be about 2,000 each. Olive just a little bit weaker, and Genie, she'll be about 1,500 because, yes, even though she has now trained, she's still not a fighter. She is strong, but she's not a pure-hearted fighter. So by the time the tournament begins, so we'll just jump straight to the quarterfinals. Yamcha will fight Tien, Krillin will fight Olive, Genie will fight Kakarot, and right from the start, Raddatz will fight Piccolo Jr. So let's start from the weaker fights. So, Tien wins against Yamcha, Olive wins against Krillin, Kakarot will win against Genie. Now, Raddatz versus Junior. The fight is already intense. Raddatz has gone straight in to try and defeat the evil fiend. Junior has been sensing his progress, he's been sensing how much stronger he's getting. So, he hasn't held back in his training whatsoever. Now, he's starting to get the upper hand against Raddatz, who is becoming confused. King Piccolo was nowhere near this powerful, so how can Junior be? Kami's hidden in the crowd. He's petrified, he didn't expect this kind of power. So Raddatz is trying to come up with a new technique. He's trying to come up with a way around Piccolo's power. Eventually he uses the instant transmission technique to sneak up behind him, but Piccolo outsmarts him. As Raddatz appears behind him about to fire a double Sunday, Piccolo turns his head all the way around and blasts him with his mouth. Raddatz, not expecting this, he hit directly with this full strength blast from Piccolo. He goes flying. So it takes him a second to get his composure. Raddatz is seriously hurt from this shot. He doesn't know what to do. Kakarot is coming charging for him, and Raddatz fires a Kamehameha wave at him, which is instantly hit back with a Masenko from Kakarot. Blasts just explode on impact, a cloud of dust is created, and Kakarot's arm shoots out. He extends it and grabs hold of Raddatz, slamming him to the tournament stage. Now Kakarot quickly dives down and crashes into Raddatz, his knee straight into the chest of a Saiyan. Raddatz is struggling to breathe. He's finding it hard to get back up. Kakarot picks him up by his armour, punches him straight in the stomach. Raddatz is clinging on here. He's barely conscious. He slowly lifts his head with what little strength he has. And Kakarot is about to deal a final blow to Raddatz, before Raddatz sneakily fires a blast from his hand straight into Kakarot's gut. Now Kakarot stumbles back, Raddatz lands on his feet, stumbling to stand. He looks at Kakarot, says, "You can't beat me this easily. I will fight back. You'll never get the upper hand against me. I will fight you to my last breath." Kakarot laughs and says, "That can be arranged. You took my father's life, you and your brother. I will take yours." And he fires a blast right at Raddatz, who again has to use the instant transmission to avoid it. Kakarot, again expecting this, throws his arm out behind him, hitting Raddatz right in the face, and the Saiyan falls out of bounds. Raddatz has lost. So the next fight. So now I'm going to change the order of fights. So now Kakarot will fight Olive, and Tien will fight Junior. So, Kakarot versus Olive, brother versus sister. This fight, initially, Olive is using brute strength to try and win, but Kakarot is stronger than her. He's also more technical. So, he's beginning to, well, he's not just overpowering her, he's having fun with a fight. His sister smirks. She says, "Kakarot, I see what father saw in you. His vision, I believe it can be true. Now, let's have fun with this fight. See who wins and who can take down that Junior. Get revenge for Raddatz." Kakarot laughs and says, "We both know who's gonna win." So this fight is basically the two, they're pretty much sparring. They're having fun with this fight and enjoying every second of it. It's like a brother-sister fight, and eventually Kakarot knocks Olive out of the ring. The bond between these two is growing stronger every day, and Kakarot has felt a close bond to his sister. They both just laugh. Kakarot says, "Looks like I'm finally going to win a tournament then." So now Tien versus Junior. Yes, Junior's hurt from his fight with Raddatz, but not too much. Not enough that Tien can get the upper hand with him. Although, we all know that Tien is a genius when it comes to tactics in the early Dragon Ball. He showed techniques that no one else could think of, and he could adapt to any scenario. Now, I'm just going to take a quick side note here. Tien's character was great in the original Dragon Ball, and he should have really been given more limelight in Z. But besides the point, let's get back to the fight. Tien is being overpowered quickly by Junior, who just wants to get the fight over with so he can fight Kakarot. Tien, knowing this, feels like he needs to cause at least some damage to Junior, knowing that he can't win. He wants to help Kakarot. He splits into 4, each going to each corner of the ring. Junior's looking at each and every one of them, wondering what's going to happen. This one fires a Dodon Ray, which he avoids. Another flies up, fires another Dodon Ray. Junior grabs that one, before another uses a solar flare to blind Junior, and the final one uses a tri-beam, blasting him straight into the ground. He gets up because Tien's power was cut into 4, he's nowhere near as strong as Piccolo to start with. It didn't do much damage despite it being a very powerful attack, but it's more annoyed Piccolo. Now the 4 Tiens come down from the sky to fight Piccolo 4-on-1. Piccolo's speed is enough to keep up with every shot they're throwing at him. Before Tien's, he pulls them back into himself, so now he's just in 2 bodies. Now Piccolo has to pick up his speed. Then Tien quickly merges again back into his original form and fires a close range tri-beam. This blasts a hole in Piccolo's stomach. He falls to the ground. He's kneeling at the ground, holding his stomach. He says, "What have you done? You really think you've defeated me?" Tien, trying to keep his breath, he's exhausted. He said, "Yes, I've done my part. I feel like I can defeat you now." Piccolo staggers to his feet and regenerates. Tien is shocked. Piccolo shouts, "It's over for you!" and fires a Masenko right at the three-eyed warrior. Tien is trying to hold it back. He's trying to catch the blast with his hands and drive it up to the air. As he does this, Piccolo comes in and deals the finishing blow. He punches him right in the chest and Tien falls out of bounds. Now it's time for the final. Kakarot versus Piccolo Jr. Now Kakarot goes straight in, charges Piccolo. He's not like Goku. He doesn't want to take it easy and build up on that. He wants to go all out from the start and finish his opponent as quick as he can. Piccolo too starts off this way. The two trading blow for blow, very evenly matched. But Kakarot, smarter than what Goku was, he's finding weaknesses in Piccolo even easier than what Goku did. Now, he's forced Piccolo to grow. Before Kakarot runs up his arm and blasts him straight in the face. Piccolo then tries to step on him. Kakarot uses the solar flare, then an instant transmission to fire a Kamehameha right at Piccolo's head. He's severely hurt and it forces him to shrink back to his normal form. Now this is when Kakarot starts to get the upper hand. He starts dealing blow after blow onto Piccolo as he's staggering back. Piccolo getting infuriated. He pushes Kakarot back and then he fires a light grenade. This is aimed at the audience, not at Kakarot, who looks back to see all the people in fear. He fires a Kamehameha wave at it. The two blasts are evenly matched and eventually they explode on impact, incinerating the ring. All the crowd scream and run away. The blast is too much for them to be able to bear. The only people that remain are the Z fighters. So now, Piccolo and Kakarot's fight is in the air. They're trading blow for blow as per normal. This is when Piccolo sees Kami. He says, "What is he doing here? Old man, that's how you became so strong. Him? This ends today." Well, Piccolo hits Kakarot on the head and fires a blast towards the other Z fighters. Saying, "No one interferes." Piccolo is now powering up to cause a full power special beam cannon. That's right, Piccolo has developed this technique a lot earlier. He knew that with the rate that Kakarot and Raddatz's power was growing, he would need something a bit more than just his normal power. He would need a finishing move. They can all sense this. And Kame shouts, "That will kill him." The announcer shouts, "If you kill him, you will be disqualified." Piccolo screams, "I don't care about this tournament, about anything. Kakarot dies, and then the rest of you die with him." He fires the blast at the ground, aiming towards Kakarot, who is on the floor. Kakarot turns to fire a blast at it, and it's too strong. It's pushing back Kakarot's blast and causing an explosion. And once the smoke clears, you can see that there's a massive crater where Kakarot was. Piccolo laughs. "I've done it. He's gone. He's incinerated. Once and for all, I have won. I have avenged my father." This is when Kakarot appears right behind Piccolo and fires a full power Kamehameha wave, blasting him to the ground and out of bounds. He's won. Piccolo's not as hurt as what he was originally, so he gets up. The announcer says that Kakarot has won. Piccolo goes to attack Kakarot. This is when Raddatz, Kame, Olive, Gine, Yamcha, Tien and Krillin all surround him. They say, "You can outpower one of us, but not all of us. Leave now or we will destroy you." Kame says, "We'll destroy him now." Kakarot says, "Kame, he dies, you die. And you just resurrected the dragon and brought back the Dragon Balls. We can't do that. Let's just leave him. If he comes back to cause any problem, we'll defeat him. If anything happens, we will kill you, Piccolo. We will stop you." Piccolo just clenches a fist and growls, "I'll be back someday." And he flies off. Everyone gives off a sigh of relief. They've beaten Piccolo without taking his life. Now the fight is over. This is the end of Dragon Ball. Now guys, how will Z go with Raddatz already being on Earth? How will it start? Will the others need to go and join the Saiyan race? Will the Saiyans come to Earth? All questions for next time. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.